All right, guys, I hope you can hear me. No video today because I'm sitting in the dark at the moment. Let's break down over two trades that we took. Amazing trades, by the way. I love them. Amazing entry. I posted an outlook and I posted the trades that I took while I was taking them. So let's look at this daily chart here. So let me put the lipstick on here. We were in this frivolity gap 2 days ago. We saw a big rejection today, and I mentioned in my outlook it looks like we are going down. That's what I said in the outlook, right? And in my outlook I also gave you this area over here, this orange one as well, and then I noted out these hourly fairly gaps as well. So let's look at these hourly fairly gaps and why I marked them out. Yesterday I mentioned why fair value gaps are really important, especially hourly fair value gaps, and why you should mark them out, the ones that give you the most amount of resistance. For example, this fair value gap over here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 times it gave you trade. This one gave you so many times back here, but here as well, 1 2 3 times. Anyways, we inverse that means we are going down. If it's not holding it, we are going down. This was the fair value gap, next one, which I thought would give support, but it did not, and it went down. So now we know that officially we are going towards this liquidity over here. Sell side, I noted it down as sell side over here. There was buy side over here and then minor buy side over here, which we never went to. Okay, let me do this as well because we know what was the context of when we were doing it. So this is 9. This was the 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. candles. So in all of this, we open, we go down, take the sell side, and then we go up into this frivolity gap and then go down again, right? And then I also noted out a 15-minute frivolity gap over here. As you can see, we open, we go up into this frivolity gap, we take out the sell side first, then go towards the buy side, which is this internal liquidity called a fair value gap. 15-minute fair value gap over here, and this hourly fair value gap that I noted out. See how we took support on this fair value gap and went on this fair value gap. Where did this happen? This happened inside of the daily fair value gap that we already noted out, and it happened at the 0.25 of the range. Let me see if I can make that this big. Let me see. That's too big. I think 12 is good. So see 0.25 of the range. Let's go down to 1 minute now. That's where we took the trade. So on the 1 minute, we open over here, 9:30. We go down into the 0.5 of the range, take out this sell side that I was telling you about. One more thing that I noticed was we were in the midpoint of 0.5 and 0.25, almost at the midpoint, event horizon. Oh, sorry, over here on the midpoint, exactly on the midpoint. I wanted to enter here, but I was late. I got my fill around here. So let's remove this one. We show this big wick. I tried to enter on this rejection block, but I got filled over here. I put another what do you call that, contract here, so if it comes back I get a fill and then we go up. And my stop loss was below this low. Took my first partial over here, my second partial was somewhere here, and finally I got out when we tapped that fair value gap. So that was my first trade. That was the idea. If you like trading inverse fair value gaps, so on a 30-second chart, this was the inverse fair value gap. You could have entered on this over here, put your stop below here, 54 points, and targeted 94 points over here. And if you are more, you have conviction in fair value gaps, hourly, you could have targeted there, like me, right? I got out here. Anyways, so this I entered here, about here, then I entered again here when it retraced back. But on a 1 minute, you cannot see that fair value gap. So if you did not see that, you can also enter based on levels, like how I did, right? Second trade, I entered, honestly, I entered right on the top over here on my funded future account. Remember I told you about the rapid payout my funded future account? That is passed today. I passed it. I entered here and I got out here because I already reached my target, so I closed it. But on my live account, I waited it for to retrace into this first presented fair value gap, and that's the video I posted, and I entered on there. I got filled over here, but I wanted to enter over here. I have a bad habit of pressing these buttons live when it's happening. I don't want, mostly I don't put the limit orders. So when it's going, I want to sell it, or I want to buy it, and vice versa. Put my stop above here for a little bit. I know that it won't go up there. Then I instantly moved it afterwards. My first partial was this fair value gap. Second was somewhere here, and then I wanted to target down here, which I think never happened. I got stopped out before that. I trailed my stop over here in $1,000 in profit, and then yeah, I got stopped out, and it eventually went down, but I was not on the charts afterwards. It did. If you had like waited for a little bit, you could have banked it, but it's too much time for me. I want to be out of the charts by 10:30 at max. So these were the two trade ideas for me. Look, why did I take this long? Because I was expecting some sort of retracement back because we had a big drop in the overnight session. So this is expected. Then I also know that we are bearish for the day. So the actual trade that should be happening is this one. We go back into the 1 hour fair value gap or the new fair value gaps like this 15 one that was made, and we should see inversion, some sort of rejection, so we can enter. And that's what happened. These were the two trade ideas. One was retracement and the other was continuation. Interesting day, by the way. I loved it. Very easy day. We'll talk about what's happening tomorrow. Okay. Let me put that back on for tomorrow. See you guys. Thank you.